Coming up now on Animal Outtakes, compassion without conditions. We're here at Donte Den Foundation in Myakka, Florida, learning how this sanctuary specializes in giving a second chance to dogs that so many others aren't equipped to handle. From the most vulnerable to the high maintenance, see why we do what we do, regardless of age, medical needs, or behavioral challenges. And as we officially end our 13th season here on Animal Outtakes, we take a look back at some of the most inspiring places we visited this season, hearing from people who make animals their top priority. Don't go anywhere. Animal Outtakes starts now. Our mission at Dante's Den is one of peace of mind, both for humans, but especially for the dogs. Dante's Den began as a dream that I had and a lot of dirt that we moved around in 50 acres. We built a wonderful sanctuary, a very safe place, a slice of heaven just for the dogs.
Dante's Den takes in the hard luck dogs, the dogs who are older, sick, broken in some way. They're not always adoptable, but that's not the point at Dante's Den because it's a true sanctuary. So the health and well-being of the dogs come first.
Well, I think everybody deserves a chance. Everybody, any dog, I think every dog deserves a chance here, and that's what we do. And whether they're aggressive, unhealthy, uncared for, when they come here, everything changes. They become happy again, they become less aggressive, and they actually start trusting us, and it's a great feeling.
Dogs come to us in many different ways. Sometimes it's owner surrender, other times it's strays that just happen to find their way through our front door, and many times we go to other rescues and we select the dogs that are on the euthanasia list. They deserve a break.
A lot of the times they're very neglected, very skinny, have different medical issues such as mange. We've had a lot of parasites, so they need a lot of treatment when they first arrive.
When the dogs cross our threshold, they could take a sigh of relief. They are safe. They will be safe for the rest of their lives. We'll attend to their medical needs, to their nourishment, to a lot of enrichment, and just a wonderful place that they can be a dog.
It's just whatever keeps the dogs healthy and safe. That's really what it is. Yeah, that's what we do. So anytime if a dog needs to go into surgery, she doesn't ask what the bill is, we just bring them and they go with it.
And Marsha, she's good about that. Whatever they need, give it to me. And I do. I feed him like he was mine.
Dogs are in despair. I think what makes Dante's Den different is the fact that they put the health and well-being of the dogs first. As a sanctuary, they're not concerned with the intake and outtake numbers of an animal shelter. The mission here is the health and well-being of the dogs for the lifetime care of those dogs.
We know each dog individually. We're constantly aware of all their medical issues they might be having. We're always hanging out and taking care of them, playing with them. They actually feel like it's a home here rather than they're just sitting in a cell.
Each dog has a particular want and a particular need, and it's up to us to somehow interpret what is going on in that brain of the dog. But you know what? They really give us a lot of clues. And so we put a lot of hands-on attention. We know, do they need to have enrichment? Do they need to be cuddled? Do they need to have the courage to be a dog? And we analyze that very, very quickly. How do we do it? We get our hands on the dogs immediately so that they know they're safe.
It's a very slow process. You can't just think that they're going to trust you tomorrow. You got to start very slow, and normally I start with treats and sitting down next to them, making sure that they know that I'm not going to do anything wrong with them, and then they start trusting you more. And then if you do that every day constantly, then that's whenever they start to open up more and feel happy and feel like they can trust you.
And whatever we need to do to make them better and healthier, we do. We don't stop at any point.
It's a sanctuary. It's not a shelter. So the whole attitude is different here. It's more calm, and that's done on purpose to keep the dogs calm. But again, there's not a sense of, oh, we've got to get this dog adopted to make room for another dog. Nope. Marsha's very, very calculated in how she brings and who she brings in. And I think that's important for the well-being of staff as well as the dogs.
Come here, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yes it is.
A dog needs a lot of security and a lot of attention, and that's something that we can give. We can give one-on-one, we can give group attention, but the idea is to get them to realize that nothing's going to happen to them anymore. Whatever it was, it's over with. And we take care of every need that they have. And we enjoy it because we see the difference that happens.
We make sure they're well fed, they're groomed, they get lots of attention, that they have everything that they need, toys, they get time to go out and enjoy the sun and the pool and just live life.
No matter what, they always get the proper care that they need. Even if they're getting sick or need to go to the hospital, that's where they go, and then they come back here and then they're all better again. And no matter what, they're constantly we're always checking on them, making sure that they have what they need, and if they don't have it, then we get it for them.
Some of the dogs here, they like to just be let out, and they don't want interaction. They just want to go sniff and find stuff and have a good time. Some dogs will just follow me around just with their head on my hip. They just want me to keep loving on them. And some dogs have some behavioral issues, so they weren't able to get as much affection previously, so we gotta make sure with these dogs in particular that they're extra taken care of because they were lacking so much affection in the past.
Most of them, when they come to us, they're in bad shape. And if it's not bad shape in physically, it definitely is mentally. So we have to immediately start working with those dogs. And the only way you can do that is to just sit down, touch them, talk to them as if they were humans, and we start to get them to respond to us.
At Dante's Den is not looking at intake, outtake, they're looking at the lifetime care of that dog. Maybe that dog is adoptable, but that's not the ultimate goal here at Dante's Den, and that separates Dante's Den from the rest of the animal shelters, whose goal is bring a dog in, we got to get a dog out before we bring another dog in. Marsha doesn't think like that.
This is Flynn, 3.5 almost years old. Oh, he's been a real challenge. They brought him to me in a blanket upside down. They couldn't walk him. He'd never been led before. Horrified, scared to death, shaking like a leaf. It took me almost 3 weeks just to get next to him. He was scared to death, and now we're best friends. Came here from a hoarding position, I believe. People had 21 of them in a room, never been outside. Couldn't get him outside. He was scared to death of the grass. But after several weeks of, trying to get him out, I mean, he finally got the nerve, and once he got out, now he loves it. Absolutely loves to run in this yard. Taking care of them is one thing. Caring for them is another. They need affection and trust. And this guy, he's developed a lot of trust. We have the desire. These dogs need more than care, they need affection, and that's what we give them. And that's what I give this guy, all the affection I can.
We have a wonderful team here at Dante's Den. And really, the one criteria that they all have to have is they are concerned. They have compassion for the dog. If it's just a job, then they need to keep walking because we just can't use them. They have to dedicate themselves to exactly what's going on here.
This is what makes me happy. Like just caring and loving for these animals, because I know sometimes they come from bad homes, and that just it makes me sick. So I want to do as much as I can as only like one person to make a difference and make them happy.
We have different programs, and in some cases we have a program that is accepted nationwide. Nobody else is doing it, and that's our lifetime care. It is a tremendous commitment of both financial and human care for the dogs. What does it do? Well, the dogs come here and they're either bequeathed to us through their owners, or they come to us and we know that they're coming here to stay. And so what do? We give them the best possible life that they can. Now you have to remember that a dog's average age can be up to about 15 years. So we are making a huge commitment, but one that we want to make, to keep these dogs safe and happy and enriched every day that they're here. And the Semper Paw program, it serves a fabulous purpose. And that purpose is very simple. For our military, they go off and protect us. We protect their dogs while they're on deployment. We have also opened it up to the first responders because we do have some natural disasters that happen, and we're happy to take care of those dogs. The future that I see for Dante's Den is to be the best at what we do. Not necessarily the largest, although with being the best, you do increase your size and you increase staff. But we will continue to take these wonderful dogs and we will give them the peace of mind that they so richly deserve. For more about what we do here at the Dens, or if you're interested in learning more about any of our programs, go to dantesden.org. Coming up next on Animal Outtakes, we introduce you to a few very special dogs to share their stories of resilience. Showing consistent commitment to their needs can literally save their lives. After the break.
Every animal that finds its way to Farmhouse Animal and Nature Sanctuary has a story. Some are beyond heartbreaking. But here, we focus on the future. We make sure each animal will spend the rest of their life feeling safe, loved, and protected. To help the animals at Fans, visit farmhousesanctuary.org. Learn more about becoming a volunteer and how to donate. Will you be the one who makes a difference? Donate today to help the animals who call Farmhouse home.
And now, we'd like to share a few stories with you. Ones that don't begin in the best way. They involve details we won't get too far into. But what we do want to share is a reason to believe. Dante's Den is the turning point for many of these dogs. They come in broken, battered, and apprehensive. But with dedication, consistency, and the promise of better days ahead, dogs like Rosie get to live and be loved, given the dignity they deserve, with a promised future of just being a dog. Recently, we were asked to take a dog from another rescue and see what we could do. Well, the dog came to Dante's, and lo and behold, needed extensive medical care. One leg was crushed. Another leg had the femur broken. And then, of course, there was the smashed pelvis. And so we had to make a decision. If we had left the dog with the other rescue, they only knew how to amputate or euthanize. Well, those words are not in our vocabulary. So we decided to take Rosie to Dr. Byron Young down in Inglewood. He evaluated Rosie, called me up and said, Marsha, we can correct this. We can give Rosie a life. And so we authorized extensive surgery. And then a wonderful, wonderful woman, a foster, came forward and said, I'll take care of Rosie. I'll do the running. I'll do the visits. I will take care of her. And sure enough, she has. And Rosie today has a new lease on life. And that's definitely breaking a barrier. We recently had a situation with one of our magnificent dogs. It's a pit mix. His name is Bud. And he is the cuddliest, warmest dog you could ever hope to be. But he sure got into trouble last week, and he suffered bloat. Now, any of you who are watching know that bloat is a real killer. So you have to move very, very quickly. And we did. We got him to the surgeon, and the surgery was performed. This is the type of thing that we do. If Bud had been in another facility, he would not have gotten the treatment that he received from us, and may have even made the ultimate sacrifice, because for the most part, it's very expensive to handle a dog and its surgery like that, and people look many times for the easy way out. We don't. That dog needed a chance, a second chance, and he got it. Dante's Den has stayed the course. 13 years, many years to come. Our resolve is strong, and we are here to fill that niche that needs to be. There's going to be a lot of Rosies and a lot of Buds, but we're going to be here to carry it through.
It's just the beauty, the sound, the grounding that you just feel when you touch one, especially one who might be working through something just like you, whether it's fear, anxiety, happiness, and to just be around them is, you can tell, emotional for me. When forever you weren't able to even touch him, to now to be able to lay an arm up on him or to have him walk to you, you know, is very rewarding. They deserve the same chance. A lot of the horses have gone through trauma, and we don't know what that is a lot of the times, but they deserve to be treated with love. They haven't done anything bad. And why can't they just get someone to say, you know, I'll take the time. I'll be your buddy. I'll give you some loving.
I think that people don't realize what's going on behind the scenes. These guys are from the pet trade. A lot of them are from pet trades, but one's like Winter. Winter was kept in a cage that was about 2 by 2, elevated above the ground, standing on wire her entire life, which wasn't long. She was young. We have other foxes here that were in cages for many years. They come here, it's the first time they ever get to touch the ground. It's the first time they ever feel dirt under their feet. It's the first time they get really good food. When you look at these guys and you see their personalities and who they are, their souls, you can see right through their souls. And you know that they deserve a life.
So we are going to release a whole bunch of hatchlings.
Is this normal?
This is, well, yes and no. We see this at night, but we don't usually get that many. And we have a daytime, we have a 24/7 hotline that we have people call. And if they call that hotline, then we get to them at night and release them. I'm just gonna let these guys crawl out like they came out of a nest. Here we go. So these are all loggerheads that went the wrong way due to light. There are 168 of them that were rescued last night by the Holmes Beach Police Department and some other people. So they were in the road, and if they hadn't found them, they probably would have been dead, or we'd be finding them way down on other roads today. Light is a really big deal for sea turtles. The hatchlings, they come out of the nest and the only thing they know is to go away from darkness, which should be the dark background of the dunes, and go towards brightness. And if they don't have a dark background, they can't tell where the brightest area is. So, and if the brighter area is a flashlight down the beach, or a light from a house because they've left their drapes open or their porch light on, they're gonna go towards that. And this is what happens. I mean, this is awesome, that we got to see them, but it's really bad because they should have been out last night at like 2 in the morning. We try to rest them at night so that they, to be released in the morning.
The rehab portion is kind of like a Band-Aid to a situation. Hopefully education leads us closer to a cure. Will we ever no longer have a need for wildlife rehab? Kind of doubt it, because you're still gonna have animals that get into toxins and things like that. But at least if we try to educate people, they'll know what's normal here in Florida, what's not normal, when they should intervene, and when they should really just let nature be nature. If you appreciate something, you're more likely to want to protect it. Doesn't mean you have to put in a native garden in your yard or something like that, but just to understand why they're there and the role that these animals play and why it's so important to protect the environment. Otherwise, it's really going to start negatively affecting your quality of life in ways you've never imagined.
We'll be right back. Animal Outtakes is produced by Donte Den Foundation, a nonprofit group dedicated to creating the best life for dogs. If you would like to learn more about Dante's Den, donate, or volunteer, visit our website, dantesden.org. As we officially close out our 13th year of Animal Outtakes, we'd like to leave you with some fun we've had through the years. From the very beginning, this show has been about the animals, a way for me to bring my message to viewers about Dante's Den and the many other places in Florida that make it their mission to give all animals a good life. Even if the animals aren't warm and fuzzy, I am all in, if not a little bit guarded.
Containers right here that have live insects inside of them. So you're gonna stick your hand in, see if you can guess what it is, and at the end I'll go through all of them to tell you a little bit more about them.
Okay, do they bite?
No, they don't bite.
Okay, well, here goes.
All right, first one.
Ugh. I don't know what I'm touching.
All right. So this is a discoid roach. So
it's a cockroach.
It's a cockroach.
It's a cockroach, yes.
These guys can't fly.
Pippin, what do they eat?
What we feed them is
pulse. I think he knows he's got a novice here.
Actually, he seems really comfortable right now.
Oh, isn't that something?
Yeah, and you
so
can.
Now I'm the scorpion whisperer, right?
From 50 Shades of Flamingo to Scorpion Whisper.
We've hit the gamut, I'll tell you. Now, is that 2 males and a female?
There's a female in the middle.
Is she sticking her 2 cents into it?
I think she is.
Yeah.
She said, "Stay away from my man."
That's right. Seeing animals up close and personal helps to raise awareness of the species. Woo. And I am drenched, so if you don't mind, get me because I've got to get out of this. I am just drenched. This week on Animal Outtakes. These curious side views.
Cephalopods. Cephalopods. Cephalopods.
Cephalopods.
Cephalopods.
Working to keep these curious cephalopods. Give me another word. Working to keep these curious
animals.
An interesting defense mechanism that octopuses have. Octopuses?
Octopus have.
An interesting